It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the boys on Sunday night.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And off we go from Dallas. Returning in from the 16. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017 and still here. It's Cooper Rush.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Short pass caught by his tight end.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 37. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 1st down, they'll run. Past midfield to the 45. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the 7th-year pro, comeback player of the year contender last season in Baker Mayfield.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Coming out, throwing is Baker. Catch is made down the right sideline. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Jukes one defender, and he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it'll be second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
2nd and 10 now. It's caught. Ferguson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Rush now to throw. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's the give to Irving. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Mayfield on 1st and 10. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Slot man in motion left. 1st down, here's Baker. Fits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Completes this one to Otten. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Irving here from the gun. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's Baker to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with a loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts from the 16. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Here's Rush. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Rush looking to pass. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Devontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rush now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Devontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 26 on second down. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They give it to him again. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. Return's looking good so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They've got 1st down from the 31. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Got a man. Palmer has it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Baker throwing again. This finds Evans, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now. Mayfield to throw again. Able to hit Palmer, complete.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He's got a gain of 6 there. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Once again, Irving. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's Baker. Will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers make it 17-all. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning in from the 16. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Stays in the pocket. Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Baker now from the gun. That's going to be caught by Evans.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Buccaneers out and into punt formation. On is the former all-conference return man from nearby TCU, Kevontae Turpin. He has it at the 33. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing, rush. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Rush now to throw. That's caught. He found some space. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Bucky Irving now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right, it's Irving. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Right back to Irving now. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 14. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Cowboys and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. First and 10 now from the 30. To the air with Rush. Lamb's got it on the sideline. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Trey Palmer on the return for the Buccaneers. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. First down, here's Baker. Got Evans, it's complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Handoff headed right, Irving. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. On the give, this is Irving. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
Third and long for him here. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Turpin with a return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They've got first down from the 31. Rush now. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Back-to-back carries here. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Rush looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 29. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Here's Rush to throw. This finds Cooks complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Here's Rush. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead to 7. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Baker now off the play fake. That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
That's going to be caught by Evans. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
White. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that gets them back within 5.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll run it from the gun. Across midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys pushing for points. Rush now to throw. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing, rush. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, it's Mayfield. This finds Evans, complete. Down to the 10. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. White. Goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Mayfield now on third and goal. Getting out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. On fourth down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that trims the lead to just a couple. So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. On the return, here's Irving. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Otten. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Irving on the inside give. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Baker. Got Evans, it's complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll run this with Irving. Room to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everything.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers jump in front now by 5. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Turpin with a return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Cowboys and Cooper Rush out for this next drive. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's contained at the line for no gain. That stop made by K.J. Britt. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To the air with Rush. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And finally, they get there to take him down. That is a team sack all the way. Coverage was sensational. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Irvin here from the gun. No driving forward, but won't get beyond the line. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Running back sent in motion. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and short, Mayfield. That's caught for the 1st. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's the give to Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now a carry by Irving. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. Slot man in motion right. Third down. Here's Mayfield. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, he's getting into the territory that's great for him as an individual, Kate. There aren't many kickers who can brag they've made this many kicks, 6 in one game. But this is also, well, not great for the offense because this means 6 times they've gotten within range but couldn't find their way to the end zone.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Cowboys about set to take over. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Rush looking to pass. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing off the play fake here. This finds Cooks, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on first down. Completed to his running back. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Elliott has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They'll send him up the middle. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here. He's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Down 2, they went for the tie right there, partner, but a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's the 4th quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. 3rd quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Vacates quickly left side. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That throw behind his intended target.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Once again, Irving. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Mayfield now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Able to hit Palmer, complete. Running down the left side. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push this to an 8-point game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push the lead to 2 scores now. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Turpin with a return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They give it to him again. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Rush to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They'll send out the punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Right back to Irving now. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. This one finds Irving. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Motioning him from the slot right. From the 26 on 2nd down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Baker throwing again. He's on the move. He's keeping it. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st down, here's Baker. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
They kick the running back in motion. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Mayfield set to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards has stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. Mayfield to throw again. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempts coming up. Throwing from the gun. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Rush now. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Rush. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Irving. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Escapes the sack. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be their football. Another drive coming up for this offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action here. That's grabbed inside the 30. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Rush now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
From the 21. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Dallas. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
They can tack on 1 more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Irving. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an out cut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Mayfield now from the gun. This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Baker now off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Carry here for Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return starts from the 16. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Rush. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. On the return, here's Irving. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. This ball's caught by Palmer. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Now it's Irving, and he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Palmer motioning right. Here's 2nd and 11. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
New set of downs for him at the 38. One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st down. Here's Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Tight end in motion left. Going with Irving here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
Baker now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard on the gain there, and now it's going to bring up third and goal from the 4.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Buccaneers only up by a few. They've held them out twice. Here we go, third and goal. They'll send their tight end right. He's back to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing now. Throw complete to Lamb. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Fourth and forever coming up. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feeder inbounds. Oh, what a play. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Dallas.